You asked a machine for $60 this morning, and it gave you $60. 320s, warm off the rollers. You took them without counting, put them in your pocket, and walked away, and at no point did you wonder where those 3 particular pieces of paper had been 10 minutes earlier. Some other morning, that same machine says no, temporarily unable to dispense cash, and you assume something broke. The machine. Or worse, the bank behind it. Nothing broke. By the end of this, you'll know why that machine can't answer the question you think you're asking it. A number. Here's the picture you have, and it's a reasonable one. The machine is a window. On your side, a keypad and a slot. On the other side, the bank, its vault, its money, your account, all of it wired together. You ask for $60, the bank reaches into the pile and pushes $60 through the wall. On that picture, an empty machine means an empty bank. If the cash didn't come out, something upstream must be wrong. So start with the first crack in it. In the United States, most cash machines aren't attached to a bank at all. Roughly 6 in 10 belong to independent operators. The machine in the gas station, the corner shop, the bar at the end of your street. Somebody bought that machine. Somebody buys the cash that goes into it out of their own money and drives it over there. There's no wall. There's no pile on the other side of it. There's a box, bolted to the floor with a stack of paper inside, and the stack is finite and it's smaller than you'd guess. And here's the part that should bother you. The machine does not know how much money is inside it. It has never counted it. It can't. There's no scale under the trays, nothing looking down at the stack, nothing anywhere in that machine totaling up what it's holding. Here's what actually happened. A person opened it, an armored crew, or the shop owner, or a technician, and slid in the cassettes. Removable trays, a few thousand notes each, usually 4 of them. And then that person stood there and typed a number on the keypad. That's the mechanism. That's all of it. And this isn't me being poetic. Open the operator's manual for a Gen Mega or a Triton, the machines in American shops and gas stations, and there's a function called Add Cassette. You press it, you type how many bills you just put in, you press Enter. There's another one that zeroes the counts out and prints you a receipt of what was loaded and what's left. From that moment on, the machine is doing subtraction. One person's typing, minus every note it has handed out since. And what it hands out, it knows by thickness. The dispenser peels notes off the stack one at a time past a sensor that measures how thick the thing going past it is. 2 stuck together or 1 too worn and folded, that note never reaches you. It gets diverted into a reject bin, and the rejects get counted so the operator can see what quality of paper they loaded. It has a sensor for when a stack is getting short. It has no idea what a dollar is. The number on that machine is hearsay. Somebody's typing hours or days old, counting down. So fill it up. That's the obvious move. If running out is the problem, and the box holds several thousand notes, then put several thousand notes in it. Every cassette to the lid, every single time, and the problem is gone forever. Nobody does that. Not one operator in the country. Because cash in a cassette is the only money in the entire financial system that's guaranteed to earn exactly nothing. Every other dollar a bank holds is doing something, lent out, invested, parked somewhere that pays. A dollar sitting in a cash machine at 2 in the morning is insured, guarded, and completely idle, and it stays idle until a stranger walks up and takes it. So the load isn't a maximum, it's a forecast. And the rule of thumb is almost embarrassingly plain. Take how many withdrawals that machine does in a week. Multiply by the average amount people pull out of it. Add about 20% for the trips nobody planned on. That's your number. The big operators run software that does the same arithmetic with years of history behind it. This machine on the 1st of the month, this one the Friday before a holiday, this one on a wet Sunday. A machine downtown might get refilled daily. One on a rural road might see the truck once a month. And that's the whole answer to the thing you've been assuming your entire adult life. Behind every empty cash machine is a model that said 400 people and a weekend that sent 600. The machine didn't break. The bank didn't break. A forecast missed. That's all an empty ATM has ever been. And the people who print the money know exactly how dead that cash is. They've written rules about it. When an American bank needs currency, it orders it from a Federal Reserve Bank, 28 cash offices, serving around 8,400 institutions. And the Fed fills your order with used notes first, still fit to circulate, before it hands over anything new. Cash moves in fixed units up there. 100 notes is a strap. 10 straps is a bundle, 1,000 notes. A bundle of 20s is $20,000 of paper. Now, if a bank sends good 20s back to the Fed and orders 20s again in the same week, the Fed calls that cross-shipping, and it charges for it. $8 a bundle in 2026. The Central Bank of the United States charges its own banks a fee for using it as a warehouse. And then there's the strangest one. Under something called the Custodial Inventory Program, a bank can hand ownership of its cash to the Federal Reserve without the cash going anywhere at all. It stays in that bank's vault, in that bank's building, behind that bank's guards, and it sits on the Fed's books. Same stack, same room, different owner. Only 10s and 20s qualify, the cash machine denominations. And the newest machines close the loop completely. You put a note in, it checks it, sorts it, holds onto it, and hands it to the next person who asks for cash. Recyclers were nearly 60% of the machines shipped worldwide in 2024. You're not withdrawing from a vault. You're being handed a stranger's 20. So, you're 320s this morning. Somebody typed that number in. And somebody guessed you were coming.